Hello everyone, beautiful souls. This is Dr. V. Before we start our reading today, I wanted to just pop on myself to wish this incredible global family of beautiful souls who are on this journey of love, all of you, a very happy new year coming up, as well as very happy holidays, and tell you how much I appreciate your love, your support, and your participation in this community. Thank you for all you are and everything you do. Now, let's get to our reading. So here we are, ready for a new reading. I hope you guys are really enjoying your holidays at this time. You know, I just saw Star Wars last night and it was so good. Yes, okay, I did not agree with the ending, but it was a very good movie. So, you know, it's really important for all of us to focus on rest, relaxation, rejuvenation, just getting our energy back in balance. So make sure that you don't stress yourself out these holidays. Make sure that you really take care of yourself and practice joy and peace and healing and what is the best for your life moving forward in 2020. So that's just my 2 cents because I love you guys and I'll make sure that you guys are doing really great. So let's start our reading for today. So our first question for Spirit is, Spirit, I'd like to know right now, how is the Divine Masculine thinking and feeling about his feminine? Whoa. How is the Divine Masculine thinking and feeling about his feminine? Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh, these are some big energies, guys. I hope you're noticing this. Wow. Because these are 3 major arcana cards. So there are some huge spiritual shifts going on here. So let's go deeper. How is the masculine feeling and thinking about his feminine at this time? Whoa. Wow. Wow. And what did I just say? Oh my gosh, this is exactly what I meant for you guys when I first started the reading. Navigating by the stars, follow your bliss. Only Spirit could say it so much better, right? Follow your bliss. I'm really feeling this as a major energy coming through right now, especially, as I said, as we are getting into the holiday season. And, you know, it's a good time for us to take a step back, regardless of where we are on this journey with our masculine or our feminine, right? This is a really good time for us to regroup, reassess, you know, see where we are energetically, vibrationally, where we are in our mind, in our hearts, what's going to be the most beneficial to us. Because look at this. The first card that the masculine got is death, which tells us that, again, we are staying in this real theme of transformation that has been going on with the masculine for at least 4 weeks now. Transformation is definitely on his mind. There is something that I'm feeling here, and it has to do with the fates. You know, I'm feeling like sometimes there is an element of, unfortunately, either good or bad, depending on how you want to take it, guys, is how far does destiny have a role to play in the timing of our union or reunion with our immortal beloved? Now, it really, the labels don't matter, right? It doesn't matter if it's your twin flame, your soulmate, your immortal beloved. It's really about that depth of connection that we feel. Oftentimes, it is a connection that we can't even explain, and one that goes on for lifetimes. We have felt it before, we feel it now, and we know that we will always feel it in one way or the other. And when we leave this body, this mass, it's like, it reminds me, okay, I'm going to stay with Star Trek, Star Trek. See, I'm a Trekkie and a Star Wars person. I'm going to stay with Star Wars here, where one of my favorite lines that Master Yoda says is, luminous beings are we. We are not this mass of flesh. That is not our limited, that is only the limited version of ourselves, right? Like, we have to see ourselves as beyond just this body, this mass of flesh. We are luminous, immortal beings beyond that, beyond death. And see, that's why I'm so glad and I thank Spirit that we got this card, because I feel like it encompasses so much. It's not just about transformation. It is also about the fact that we are luminous, immortal beings that are beyond death, beyond just living in this one body. We have been here for eternity, and we will continue to go on. And there are connections that we have forged with like-minded souls, with souls that we share a deep, deep connection with, because we come from a similar fabric. We come from a similar vibration. There's something in our dominant vibrations and our energies that we share with these souls. And that is why when we are embodied in this body, we feel such a strong magnetic pull, right, to that soul. And that is why I'm feeling that there's something in the masculine, and I'm feeling it from the feminine, that is beginning to realize this, that there is a connection here that is beyond life and death, beyond the limitations of this one body. And sometimes, unfortunately, is also beyond our own control, because there is such a thing as fate and destiny that is also associated with the divine timing of it. Sometimes we come into this life and we are able to unite or reunite with our immortal beloved. Sometimes we come into this mass of bodies and it takes its own sweet time. We have other karma to deal with. We have other souls that are also part of our journey, our lessons, our, life on this earth for the time that we are here in this particular body. And so I feel that the masculine and the feminine, as we come into this entirely new decade and year, they are starting to feel the reality of this, and that there is something in it that is giving them some sort of a strength, because it's almost like being able to surrender to the overall universe as well. Like, there is a divine justice that is at play. And that is why I love, you guys, I feel like this is a special day. It's a very special moment right now. I feel like there is something very powerful in this combination of death, strength, and justice. I feel like it really encompasses the energy of self-awareness, self-understanding, understanding the world around you, understanding the universe and how it works, and then understanding this divine, timeless love and connection that you have with your immortal beloved, and how much strength it does really require. And the fact that when you feel that fate is against you, sometimes you feel like, why is it that everybody else comes together but we do not? It's so easy to look around at other people and say, well, they're together, they're together, they're together. Why is it so easy for them? And why do I have to struggle to even be able to speak to my twin or soulmate or immortal beloved, right? And so sometimes we feel bogged down by that question of fate, destiny. Why are we in separate countries? Why are we in separate places in the world? Why are we in completely different lives and yet we feel the connection? Why have I not seen him or her in this amount of time, but yet I know exactly how they feel and they know how I feel. I can feel that connection. And so when will fate turn in our direction? When will destiny and the universe turn in our favor? So this is an energy that I'm feeling very much from the collective of masculines and feminines. And so they are, and I feel the masculine particularly right now is seeking that justice, knows that there is something at play here that is greater than just the two of you and the limitations of space, time, and of your body, right? So there is a transformation. There is a connection here that is beyond death. There is a strength that derives from understanding that you are a greater process, a greater part of this universe, and that justice will be yours eventually. And the thing is that it's like the passion that you feel, the passion that he feels for his feminine and she feels for him is something that never ever dies. Okay, no matter what the distance, no matter how long it has been, whether you have not spoken to each other or not been together in each other's presence for 1 day, 10 days, 1 month, 1 year, 10 years, or even 20 plus years. I know some of you, it's been over 20 years. But yet, why is it that the passion never dies? Okay, the connection never dies. It is as alive today and in this moment as it ever was, even when you were fully with each other. If you are in separation, for those of you who are in some form of separation. So there is definitely some answers that have been coming to the masculine in his solitude. I'm feeling that the masculine has been taking some time to be in this mode of going deep. We've already seen this for the past month. The masculine has taken time to introspect, to do the internal work. He has been trying to follow his bliss, as I think the feminine has as well. That only by stepping into the greater and better version of yourself can you really stake your claim for who you are and what you want in this universe. I think this is where the justice lies. This is where the strength is gathered. I love this. How powerful. Look at this combination of strength and justice. And I really feel that this is the end of deception. That however which way that the masculine especially has deceived himself in ways that have kept him stuck in energies that weren't serving him, that have kept him away from his feminine because of his own fears, his own insecurities, his own ego. The ways in which he has deceived himself in trying to sometimes even run from the strength of this connection. Sometimes the connection is so strong that we don't know anything else but the reflex to run. That it is coming to an end, that the masculine is no longer going to deceive himself because he is finding that strength that he really needs. Wow, isn't this so, so beautiful? Okay, so then I'd like to know, Spirit, what does the masculine at this point need to understand about his feminine? What does the masculine need to see and understand about his feminine that he may not have been lately, right? What would transform? What would help him to transform this connection to one that is going to grow? What kind of understanding does the masculine need to have about his feminine? Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at this, guys. Amazing. Look at this. See? Here we have it again. Get ready for new horizons, faraway places. So this is about stepping into a completely new energy, a new exchange of vibration and energy between the masculine and the feminine. Wow, look at this. It is so clear. Thank you, Spirit, for giving us so much clarity. Look at this. This is also an extension and a complete alignment with the fact that this chemistry between the two of you, this magnetic attraction, is not going to end. It is only extending deeper and farther and longer. And so this is going to keep you tied together. But here is what the feminine needs for you to understand. This is what the masculine needs to do. He needs to make a real decision. Okay. He's not understanding that the feminine needs him to be decisive. Okay. There's something about these masculines that we are connecting with right now that maybe because of these energies that they have been going through, these issues, these blockages with their own ego, their own sense of who they are, their identities, their own fears. Particularly what I'm feeling is that because of the blockages of their fears, that they have not been able or willing to make a real decision and come to their feminine with a real and solid offer. And that has been the problem. I know that there's been a lot of pushing and pulling energy. There's been a lot of mixed signals, right? That the masculine has given to the feminine, that the feminine is really tired of. So it's like, you know, this is what the masculine needs to understand. And I believe that he is on that track, that he needs to make a final decision. It has to be real. No more mixed energy, no more mixed signals. He needs to come with a solid offer because, see, there is a vibration here that needs to be cleaned up. Clean it up. I love this because to me, it is this. To me, it is the next vibrational and logical step from the fates. So it's like when you have created a negative energy, especially an energy of resistance, okay? Resistance to me is the kind of energy that stops the connection in its tracks. It is what blocks all connections. When somebody comes from the vibration of resistance, what happens is that it's almost like telling the fates, almost like telling destiny to stop this connection, right? To not let it flower, to not let it bloom into what it should be. And so how do you get out of this energy so that you let the horizons, right? So you let the new energy flow that you want, right? That you need to get to this new horizon. How do you let it flow? Well, you need to clean up that vibration of resistance. And that's exactly what the feminine needs the masculine to do. It is time for him to make a decision and clean up the mess that he has made. He also needs to understand that the feminine, his feminine, has now a particular perception of him, right? She sees in his behavior, because of the way that he has been in the past, she sees red flags, right? Delusion, see things, perspective, see through your own false beliefs. So she has developed certain beliefs and perceptions of her masculine, which is not her fault, right? When somebody is not behaving the way that they should, when they're not being authentic and they're not coming to this connection from the right place, you obviously as a human being are going to develop certain perceptions. There's going to be a lack of trust. There's going to be suspicion. There's going to be, well, you know, you have to prove to me now. I'm not just going to fall for your nice words. So the masculine needs to understand that he needs to clean up the feminine's perception of him. He needs to show his sincerity, his commitment, his real and authentic emotions. He needs to bring the walls down. He needs to bring down the feminine's walls that she has built up. Because the thing is, see, she has memories. The feminine has certain memories about what has gone on in this relationship, in this connection, that has not helped you to come together, right? She has memories of the resistance that you have shown her masculine, right? The masculine has shown whatever resistance the masculine has shown, the feminine has memories of that. And so she needs reassurance, okay? She needs to be able to trust again. And this is so important because, see, one thing that the masculine has kind of underestimated in his feminine is her level of understanding, okay? So for masculines watching this, your feminine understands more than you think she does, okay? She sees things and understands things that are beyond what you think. So it's almost like you may be trying to hide things from her. You may be thinking that she doesn't know you, she doesn't understand you, as in like, oh, you know, there's aspects of you that she doesn't know. She does. She does. She may not say it to you openly. She may just keep it as her own understanding of the situation, but there is something about her that you have underestimated, masculine. There's something about your feminine that you are not understanding. She's a lot deeper and has much more of a perspective than you know. Okay, so you need to meet her where she's at. You need to connect with her at this deeper level, the high priestess, which is about your feminine really knowing who she is, knowing what she wants, and really understanding you at a much deeper level than you give her credit for. So that's another thing that the masculine needs to better understand about his feminine. Here is another thing, rebirth. Okay, so this is the last thing masculines need to understand about their feminine, is that she is also looking for a new beginning. Okay, she wants this transformation. She wants you to be able to commit to a new beginning, a rebirth in this connection. And if you show her that you can be trusted, that you can clean up this mess, that you can make the decision that you need to make, then she will open up to you. She can trust you again. And then you can be equal partners in the building and the rebuilding of this connection and this love, which is so beautiful. Wow. Wow. This is so powerful. My gosh. Wow. I'm loving this. Okay, so let's take a quick pause here so I can give you the affirmation of the day. This one is also based on some of the things that cause us to most kind of be in that resistance mode, right? If you look at what is resistance truly all about, right? Why is it that we sometimes run from each other? Well, it's because of fear, right? Human beings have certain things that they are afraid of. They're afraid of loss. They're afraid of hurt, pain, change, you name it. It's like the list is long, right? The things that human beings have pain and insecurity and fear surrounding. So I want you to write in the comment box below and put in your vibration today, I am fearless. I am fearless. And if you want to add in, you can write, hear me roar. Like be that lion, that tiger, that fearless heart, that heart of a lion that you actually have, right? So make sure that you work on that. This is so important. We don't want to act from fear because our fear builds resistance, and resistance is what truly disrupts our connection to the person that we love. Okay, so make sure you write that in the box below. I am fearless, because you are. Okay, now let's look at this. What does the feminine need to better understand about her masculine, okay? What is the feminine not seeing about her masculine that she needs to better understand? Wow. Wow. What does the feminine need? Oh my gosh. What an amazing card to get for today. Oh, for today's reading. Oh my God. So powerful, guys. This is really powerful energy. Really incredible. What does the feminine need to understand? Oh my gosh. About her masculine. This is... Oh my. What does the feminine need to understand about her masculine? Wow. Oh my gosh. Look at this. I can't see what could be more clear from Spirit. Look at this. Rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life for this connection. Eternal love, reincarnation, passion, twins seeking union. Wow. Okay, so feminines, this is your beloved. This is something that you need to understand about him. This is your beloved. Wow, he is it. He is it. So here are the things that you can do, feminines, to better understand him, to better get through whatever this resistance is, right? That often can get in the way. I think that is the major theme of this reading, particularly is how do we get over that resistance? Well, one of the ways that you can better understand your masculine is through this Four of Swords. Okay, so what I'm feeling here, and again, this is a general reading. This may not resonate for all of you. Take what does and leave the rest. If you would like to have specific guidance on your situation, then the link to a private reading with me is in the box below. So for these masculines, what we need to understand is that they are a bit reactive. Okay, so their energy and part of their persona is that they can be sometimes put off very easily. That's what this Tower energy is. It's like they have a lot of expectations for what they want from life, and sometimes they even have a lot of expectations of how they want people to behave, especially their feminine. So there's something about these masculines, it's almost like they get disappointed easily. When change comes, when people behave in ways that they don't like, or situations shift in ways they don't like, they tend to get really put off by it. Sometimes they overreact to it. Sometimes they make it into a bigger problem than it actually is. And so you need to be aware of that. And so it's better that you be a tempering energy, right? Like, so if your masculine is the fiery kind, fire energy, overly reactive, a little bit aggressive, wants all like the I's dotted and the T's crossed, like they're very specific about how they like things and they get put off by things that don't go right, then you need to be the tempering energy. Like if he is hot, you need to be cold. If he is cold, you need to be hot. You need to balance that energy out. And also know that because he is like this, because your masculine tends to be on this fiery side, this more of this reactive side, then he also needs more of this Four of Swords energy in order to temper himself out, like to balance himself out. Four of Swords is about taking time outs, right? It's about taking rest, introspection, chilling out, chillaxing. This is a masculine that needs that because he tends to be reactive. And the other thing that you also need to understand about your masculine is that, yes, he has tremendous feelings for you, okay? No matter how gruff he can appear or gruff he can be, he has tremendous feelings for you. And those run very, very deep. And yet one part of him, though, is also that's important to him is his work. Okay, so whatever he is building out in the material world, in the 3D world, in terms of building a life together, the building blocks of who he is as a man in the world, how he sees himself, his work, how he contributes to the world is also important to him. So he wants your support with that. So whatever he's trying to be in the world as a man, his career, how he earns his living, how he, is in terms of his 3D world, that is the practical aspect of him that he wants support on, because he believes in laying foundations, right? He is building things for the two of you and for your family and for your future. He really believes in systematically building these blocks together. And so he needs your support when it comes to, how he is in the world and the life that he wants to build, the practical life that he wants to build, because see, outcome and results is very important to this masculine. Okay, very, very important. So he wants to be in a partnership where both of you are working towards getting very positive results in your world. Okay, he's very results oriented. He likes that. He wants to be practical. He wants to be driven by real world results. So if you could support him in that, I think he would appreciate that as well. Wow, that is so incredible. So incredible. Okay, so if that is the case, Spirit, please give us some guidance as the masculine and feminine are moving towards this beautiful future that they have together. What is guidance from Spirit as they move forward together? Oh, how lovely. Master Jesus. Oh, I think this is so fitting since Christmas is coming up. How beautiful is that? Forgiveness. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. Oh, so beautiful. I love this. This is a wonderful thing for both of you to focus on, your own healing, your own bliss, and forgiving each other so that you can move forward powerfully in this connection, right? As you drop the resistance, as you decide that you are going to surrender, you have the strength and you are going to come together no matter what. Wow, I love it. Love it. So I hope you loved this reading. I think it was a very special one, really powerful energies coming through. I really hope that it helped you. So you know that if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, the link is in the box below, as well as the link to all of these oracle decks that I've created, especially for all of you beautiful souls who are on this journey to love. So you know how much I love you, you know how much I believe in you, and I will see you all on the next video.